Judith was about to give up. She felt like she was on the edge of a nervous breakdown. Being single for so many years now, her family joked about her being hopeless with men, about her dying alone, crazy cat lady jokes. She even started to believe them. She tried to tell herself that she'd be okay just being Aunt Judith. "It's okay if you're a lesbian," her mom had told her. But Judith wasn't a lesbian, and she definitely did not want to wind up alone, which is why everyone was astonished when she got engaged, after turning down 2 other guys' proposals.
"Oh my God, I can't believe you found the man of your dreams. I'm so jealous."
It's music to Judith's ears when her girlfriend says that to her in amazement, and she's green with jealousy, almost pouting about Judith's good fortune. As she looks at Judith's engagement ring, watching it sparkle, but it has nothing to do with luck. Look, Judith is 43. She has a few pounds more than she'd like, and she's got 4 children. And yet, men are calling her up and asking her out, even after they find out about her engagement and her kids. Now, if you listen to the experts out there, there's no way this could happen to her. And yet, it is happening. What did she do to make this man, this perfect and adoring man, fall in love with her and propose to her? Hi, I'm Carlos, and this is the story of how Judith found the man of her dreams. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you how Judith used a special signal to immediately make her boyfriend see her as the one. How he realized that she was the one and only woman for him, and he had to have her in his life forever. This signal is how a 43-year-old woman with 4 children went from divorced, single, lonely, and desperate to having men calling her and chasing her everywhere, including the gym parking lot, until she finally chose the one, a man who proved his love and devotion and promised to eternally love her, finally convincing her to let him sweep her off her feet. I'm also going to show you 3 myths that you've been told about men and how they're dead wrong, such as if you talk to a man about the direction of your relationship, you'll scare him away. How finding your soulmate is entirely up to fate or destiny. How pleasing your man will make him want to commit to you. You may not know this, but most men don't have a clue what attracts him to you. In fact, most men will tell you the complete opposite of what he really needs. In my 15 years of coaching men in dating and relationships, I found the hidden key, the secret soulmate signal that makes men fall for you. I even found research that supports this when I discovered that the great Sigmund Freud acknowledged this almost magical quality of attraction that captivates a man's mind, how it makes a man want to make you part of himself and his life. And yet almost no women understand its overpowering effect to control a man's thinking. Until now. What's truly incredible is that this signal works for you. Even if you're a little older and maybe have a few extra pounds, even if you aren't the prettiest or the youngest, even if you have a history that might get in the way, or whatever you feel is holding you back from getting the love you deserve. Pay close attention to what I'm about to show you right now, because if you miss even one word of what I'm about to share with you, just one word, this signal might not work. This is the exact same signal I shared with Judith in our first session. Yes, the very same Judith I mentioned at the beginning, who was 43, divorced, and had 4 kids, and very little confidence in herself, let alone to start a relationship again. Before I tell you about the soulmate signal, let me tell you a story about Judith. 8 months before her engagement to her soulmate, Judith had been trying to get her boyfriend, Jim, to finally set a date for their wedding and walk the aisle with her. Mind you, Jim had already proposed to her over 2 years earlier, and they were dating for 3 years before that. Judith had tried to be patient, not pushing or nagging Jim about the delays and setbacks. She just calmed herself with the occasional bridal magazine, clipping out pictures of wedding gowns from time to time, but she kept feeling like she needed to escalate, and impatience was getting the better of her. She was having more angry flare-ups every time Jim dodged setting the wedding date, and she would usually wind up apologizing and gritting her teeth. One night, Jim called her up and asked her to meet him for drinks, saying that he wanted to talk about the plans for the wedding. Finally, Judith thought, he was ready to move forward. Judith showed up early at their favorite restaurant with a bunch of wedding ideas she'd secretly collected in a folder. They sat down. Jim focused intently on her engagement ring. As they ate, Judith started talking about cakes and colors and vows. She'd picked a few venues and had images to show him. Jim was quiet for a long time. Then he looked at her blankly, reached over and touched her hand. "I can't do this," he said. "I can't marry you." Judith's heart dropped like a stone to the pit of her stomach. Her head felt dizzy. Jim went on explaining about not being able to handle the pressure of starting a family right now with his career so new. And he finished with, "Our lives are going in different directions, and I don't want you to get hurt. I'm just not ready." Judith saw her hot tears splash on the table and realized she was crying. To her horror, Jim slipped the engagement ring off her finger. He calmly got up, dropped some cash on the table, and fled the restaurant. Judith was devastated. She never got a reason from Jim other than he just wasn't ready. And something was missing from their relationship. But he didn't say what. She wondered if he was seeing another woman. She had to know what it was she had done wrong. She knew that if she could figure out what it was, she could fix it. She called him for weeks on end, begging him to reconsider, but he never came back to her. Her confidence was shattered, and she didn't know if she could rebound from this. Finally, her friend sent her to come talk to me. The first thing she said to me was, "Carlos, what man would want a middle-aged, divorced mother of 4? Now, I could see how she was struggling to rebound, and I could understand her fear and uncertainty. We talked for hours, and that was the start of my coaching her over the coming weeks. Just 3 months later, you wouldn't know this was the same woman. Judith had just finished her Zumba class at her gym when she noticed a man following her. At first, she thought it was the teacher. Then she looked up to see a fit man in his early 40s smiling nervously at her. I don't normally do this sort of thing, but I saw you in class and I couldn't take my eyes off you. Would you mind if I bought you a coffee?" She almost lost her composure and told him, "Maybe next time." Then she rushed to her car. Judith might have chalked that up to a complete fluke, until a week later at a friend's birthday dinner, 2 guys were hanging on her every word and even seemed to compete for her attention. She had broken her curse and figured out how to enchant men. Her lost confidence suddenly returned, and it almost seemed ridiculous that she had felt so afraid just a few months ago. So how did this 43-year-old divorcee mother of 4 go from being jilted to pursued by a half-dozen men? Everything changed when Judith learned this secret. Men can't explain what it is that makes them feel raw primal attraction for one woman instead of another. They lack the emotional vocabulary to tell you what he really needs. In fact, they will unintentionally mislead you, which is why you might feel like you don't really understand what men really want, what he really needs to fall in love and commit to you. If you don't know how men decide you're the one for him, you'll very likely get pulled into his emotional quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. And you might wind up in his friends-only zone instead of his soulmate zone. Now, before we go any further, I have to tell you, I'm not sure how long this video you're watching will be online. I may have to make this a paid presentation very soon because of the tips you're getting. So watch this all the way to the end, right now, while it's still free. You see, there are 2 kinds of relationships. The first kind is the romantic soulmate, the man you're meant to be with forever, who will desire you and chase you with a passionate flame in his heart. No matter where you go or what you do, this man will love you and only you. He's in love with your true self, and he never makes you feel insecure or inadequate. He brings out the best in you, and together you feel unstoppable. He'll even say to you, "It just felt like it was meant to be." The second kind of relationship is the friends-only soulmate, or what I call the non-romantic soulmate. This is the guy that's in your life and you desperately want him to fall for you. Or you may start out dating him and things begin great, but then it starts to cool off. He doesn't call as much, he grows more distant. The passion fades and you turn into just friends, or he just disappears. So the secret to connecting with a man on a deep soulmate level is knowing about this trap. Most women accidentally signal men that she is a friends-only soulmate. She falls into what I call the reverse chase trap, where the woman starts chasing the man instead of the other way around. She gives and sacrifices and does everything she can to make him happy, hoping it will keep him in love with you, hoping it will keep him faithful and dedicated to your relationship. As much as it seems to make sense to focus your attention on him, to give all you can to him so that he'll love you and appreciate you for your nurturing love, as much as that seems to make sense, it actually makes men take you for granted. He might stay in the relationship because it's easy when you're doing all the work, or he eventually finds another woman he can chase after. You can't allow yourself to get caught in this reverse chase trap. How do you know if you've fallen into the trap? If you've ever found yourself wondering or even searching on the internet for reasons why he's pulling away or growing cold, or if you've ever been looking for ways to get a guy to commit to you, or you're thinking of ways to please him and make him happy, you could be falling into this trap. And that's why I'm going to share something with you that sounds completely illogical, especially if you've been listening to what most men say they want from a woman. Because if you let him steer you into this reverse chase trap, you'll be stuck there, and it makes it more likely that he might leave you. This reverse chase trap is based on the 3 love mistakes women make. I call them the love mistakes because you might think that doing these things for a man shows him how much you love him, when instead it actually makes a man take you for granted. Love mistake 1, don't rock the boat. It's easy to fall into the trap of accommodating a man too much. Many women believe that if they don't make a big deal about anything in the relationship, if they're just super cool and easygoing, he will fall in love and want to marry you. Unfortunately, letting too much slide just makes him disrespect your boundaries more and more, leaving you feeling drained and empty. Love mistake 2, if you don't stay on his mind, you'll lose him. This is the belief that if you give a man the chance, he'll cheat or leave you. And nothing could be further from the truth. If you try too hard to make him think about you, he'll just start ignoring you. Tip: a man won't stop thinking and fantasizing about you if he's trying to find ways to prove his love to you. I'll show you how this is done in a minute. Love mistake 3, overgiving. Overgiving is when you make the mistake of giving too much to him, with the focus on making him happy all the time. Many women fall into the trap of losing themselves in the relationship in this way. You're told that the more you give to him, the more intensely he will love you, and the more committed he will be to you. Unfortunately, if you overgive to a man, he will only show up looking for sex. He will run hot and cold, back and forth with you. He will lose respect for you and the relationship. When you make this mistake of overgiving in your relationship, you've fallen headfirst into the reverse chase trap. You're now chasing him instead of him chasing you, the way it's supposed to be. Again, it's not your fault if you're making these mistakes right now, or if you've made them in the past. Remember, a man will unknowingly lead you down this path, telling you that this is what he wants. He doesn't realize that he's making himself lose interest in you, and that's when he usually starts to grow cold or pull away. Remember, a man only stops chasing you when he thinks he's completely won you. And when he does, he'll sabotage your relationship and make it seem like you're to blame. So how do you avoid this reverse chase trap? Well, I've spent the last 15 years showing women this trap because those 3 mistakes always wind up making her chase him instead of the other way around. Still, I found that there were some women who managed to escape this reverse chase trap. One woman, Abby, came to me for more insights into her relationships, but she also mentioned that she was constantly being asked out on dates and was actually getting tired of it. That was something I hadn't heard a lot of, so I sat up and paid attention. Was Abby stunningly pretty? Well, she was attractive, but fairly average, somewhat plain looking actually. She didn't dress flirty or revealing, and she really wasn't trying at all. She even said she was extremely shy. But she had something that I called the enchantment effect with men. It's that effortless ability to cast a spell over men without having to manipulate or play head games, without having to overgive or lose yourself in the relationship, without having to worry about making mistakes that scare men away, and makes men chase you. A good example of the enchantment effect is Keely Shea Smith, Pierce Brosnan's wife, has been with him 23 years. Pierce says, Keely is the backbone of our family, of my life, and I tell her that I love her every day. I tell her that she's beautiful and I couldn't have done it without her. And even more amazing is Hugh Jackman's wife, Deborah Lee Furness. You might know Hugh Jackman as a major movie star, playing sexy roles in the X-Men and so many other films. His wife isn't a classically stunning woman. She's got a few extra pounds. She's also 13 years older than him. And they have a rock-solid marriage, true soulmates. Hugh said of her on their 20th wedding anniversary, "She's the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and it gets better and better." This is the incredible power of the enchantment effect on men. I discovered this enchantment effect from Abby and from the men I was coaching who were completely infatuated with the woman in their life. As I started sharing how it worked with my female clients and students, I started hearing things like Jennifer from Sydney, Australia, who said, "It hit me like a truck, to be honest. I was completely floored by how transformational the Soulmate Signal was for me. It was the breakthrough in my love life that I didn't know I was waiting for. Now I'm dating a guy I met at an office party and I couldn't be happier. We've become super serious over the last few months and our connection is light years ahead of any of my friends. For the last 14 years, I've been showing women how to unlock men's hearts and make them into soulmates using the power of the enchantment effect. This makes a man not only fall into your spell, but draws him to your magical warmth. He will see you as the source of not only his happiness, but his reason for living. You will be the one to him, his soulmate, the miraculous woman he cannot resist. He'll be entranced and drawn to you as his spiritual soulmate when you show him this signal. In fact, let me show you 3 quick tips that you can use right now to put this to work for you. Tip 1, shake things up. The secret to creating lasting love and devotion from a man isn't making things calm and peaceful. It's knowing how to awaken his mind to the excitement you bring him. Remember, you can't bore a man into falling in love. Tip 2, leave him wanting more. The truth is that men are captivated by women if you can get him to fantasize about you while you're not near him. He will fight to win your love, and it's inevitable he will be yours. Tip 3, get him to chase. You now know that if you're chasing him, it's unlikely he will stay in love or fall in love in the first place. Don't let him reverse the chase on you. Make him pursue you. Important, a man has to feel that he won you if he's going to treasure and adore you. Men have a built-in drive to make women happy, and that is its own reward. You don't need to lift a finger. So when women overgive to a man, he feels like you're stealing his happiness. And he feels like you're acting like a man, which confuses him. When he's chasing you, he knows you're his soulmate. So here's what you need to know. I love working with my personal clients, but I'm limited by time and distance. It's my mission to help as many women out there as humanly possible. But there are only so many hours in a day to show them these secrets. So what I've done is to take all the insights and discoveries that I've found with my clients, only the very best insights that work with men, and I've put it together in one amazing and transformational program. It's called the Soulmate Signal, how to find and win the man of your dreams. I've created this simple, proven 3-step formula that has taken my private coaching clients from lonely, frustrated, and unhappy to having the man they've always dreamed about, treating them with passionate devotion and desire. Whether you're single or already in a relationship or even married, this program will show you how to use the enchantment effect and be the woman that he cannot resist. This life-changing program shows you what no one else can, how to make a man fall for you, more than just in love. He'll be completely enchanted by you, and it's completely based on science and men's psychology. The Soulmate Signal is a set of quick and easy presentations that you can watch from the privacy of your own home. You can access the program from your computer, smartphone, or tablet. And in just a few hours, you will understand men better than most men understand themselves. Here's what you get in the Soulmate Signal. In the Soulmate Steps, I'll give you my simple 3-step magical formula for finding Mr. Right. I'll show you how to open him up and get him to let his guard down so he can see what you have to offer him. He'll express himself in ways that will fill your chest with a heat of passion that you thought you might never feel again. He'll realize that all of the stumbling blocks of relationships gone wrong were just the stepping stones to your perfect love. You'll discover the 4 sacred steps of creating the magnetic soulmate attraction that will even attract men by mistake if you leave it on by mistake. He won't just fall in love, he'll eagerly jump without a parachute into commitment with you. In the Enchantment Effect module, you'll discover how 99% of women send dangerous keep-away signals to men that make them look desperate and needy. Most women don't realize how men see their actions differently than they do. The deadly downward spiral virus that can infect a man and make him grow cold and distant to even the most loving and caring woman. So you can not only avoid it, but turn it into a love and obsession that has no cure. Want him to tell you what he's thinking and feeling anytime? How to make a man stop whatever he's doing to pay attention to you and your needs. How to tell him what you're thinking and feeling and never worry about pushing him away. Would you like him to call and text you eagerly every day? Would you want men to hear you and take action instead of giving you lip service? Would you like more of your needs met so you can feel safe and cared for? Then learn this simple 3-sentence method of getting a man energized and invested in your relationship. I'll give the script to you word for word. Most women don't know the difference in how men communicate, and they wind up sabotaging the connection. I'll show you how to talk to men the right way. How to get men to feel you instead of just nodding his head and going back into his world. How to get him so completely and emotionally engaged with you, he may go a little overboard and smother you a bit. You'll also get my subconscious sentiments that will help you reprogram your mind for love. Do you ever wonder if you've lost the love of your life? How can you trust that he's your soulmate? How will you recognize him? Is the man you're with right now the one? When you know the soulmate test, you'll have proof positive that he's the one you're looking for. And when you do, you'll have the kind of love that makes you feel like forever will not be long enough. The love that can't be described with words. And if you've ever feared that you've already messed up your chances with your true soulmate, you'll know what to do, even if he's already in a relationship, but you know he's meant for you. I'll show you how it's never too late to win him, and how to captivate his attention completely. I'll show you how to awaken his heart, even if you're the only one who recognizes that he's the one. You'll be the fire burning in his soul. I'll even share my long-distance lock method. If you're not around your man, you want to be on his mind. Even if the man in your life is 5, 10, or even 1,000 miles away, you'll be able to forge a connection with him, no matter where he goes. You'll feel his arms wrapped around you, even when he's not there to hold you in person. You'll have trust, warmth, security, and everything you need to fuel the fire when you're not together. And he'll have you on his mind 24/7. In fact, his love will grow even stronger when you're apart. And you'll be able to finally close the distance with him and get your goal wherever you intend to be together. I'll give you my complete strategy from A to Z on how to make a love connection work over any distance, next door or next time zone. This means you can find your soulmate no matter where he is. Here's what these women experienced after using the Soulmate Signal method. Anna from Austin, Texas used the Soulmate Signal to get her ex-boyfriend to realize his mistake and sweep her off her feet. Mary realized that she had been using the #1 love killer on her previous boyfriends and made one simple change that got her engaged to her soulmate. Louisa was using the subconscious sentiments and wound up being asked out by a dentist while she was grocery shopping. He ran into her cart to get her attention. Many of my coaching clients have paid over $1,100 for me to teach them what I'm offering you here. Why? Because they learned what you're about to. What I teach is completely unique, and it works. It works like nothing else you can find. I was going to package the home study course as a set of DVDs. The DVD set would have cost $277, which includes costs to create, publish, and distribute. And this meant I'd have to pass on a large portion of the costs to you. And that's something I just wasn't willing to do, even though it actually would have been a steal at that price. So you're not going to pay anywhere near that. The truth is, I wanted this to be a complete no-brainer. I'm discounting the program to $147. But if you order today, I'm prepared to give you a special early bird discount. Even though I believe we live in a time of great abundance, I recognize a lot of women want to make the right choice and invest in themselves, but often can't. And you can't really have the relationship you want to experience until you get rid of the pressure or fears holding you back. I've even reduced the marketing costs so that I could lower the investment below $97. Right now, the Soulmate Signal program is only $37. That's it. Less than 55 cents per day to try the Soulmate Signal on the man in your life, or to attract the soulmate you've always dreamed of. Why am I doing this? Because every month I meet with women who are going through incredible heartbreak or can't seem to find the man that will make the commitment to them that they need. I have to look into their eyes and see the fear and uncertainty, her wondering why he's pulling away or why he left. I couldn't keep up with the sheer number of women that needed my help. So I decided to take a stand and do something that would help relationships everywhere thrive and grow with passion, so you could find the one. And just to convince you once and for all, this program comes with my zero-risk 90-day guarantee. If, for any reason, you don't find the Soulmate Signal everything I've promised, just send me a quick email within 90 days and I'll refund you every penny. Yes, you heard that right, 3 whole months to try it out before you decide. If you don't find that the Soulmate Signal shows you exactly how to find and win the man of your dreams, if you don't find that this program delivers everything you need to bring out his desire and make you his other half, even if you don't like my shirt or my hairstyle, just let me know and I'll give you a complete hassle-free refund. I'll simply turn off your access and transfer your membership to another woman on the waiting list. There's no risk at all. You can easily reach me at carloscavalloguru@gmail.com or call our toll-free number you see below. You'll actually come out ahead by trying the program, no matter what, if you take advantage of this special sale price today. The Soulmate Signal is waiting for you to access right now. Click the Add to Cart button below now to change your life and make the dream real today. You'll fill out a short, secure order form and you'll be sent right over to your private membership page, where you can get access to the Soulmate Signal videos and audio presentations in just minutes. And to make this a complete no-brainer, I'm going to add even more to your bundle today. If you order in the next 30 minutes, I'll include my special bonus program, Release Your Love. In this special bonus, you'll discover if you've got barriers to love that you need to fix, if you have unresolved blocks that are getting in the way of connecting with him on a deep level. This bonus will get your heart ready for him. You'll unblock your love and be fully open for your own perfect romance. Is love enough? You'll know the answer to this and every question you have about the universal power of love once and for all once you've met your destiny. I'll show you how to open your heart fully to receive what he has to offer without having to feel overly vulnerable and exposed or miss him because you were too cautious. Don't settle for an average or even a below average relationship and risk missing out on the love you were meant to have. Click the Add to Cart button below now to get the program and the bonus modules. Remember, this is a limited time offer that could end at any time. We're in the process of building our membership site, and we may be required to take this steeply discounted offer down when we begin offering the Soulmate Signal program only through exclusive partners. And just to make this offer completely irresistible and a no-brainer, if you order now, you'll also get this special bonus, the Soulmate Magnets. If you're wondering where the man of your dreams is hiding, this special section will show you precisely where to find him. He'll lock eyes with you and know that you're the woman that makes him feel that unique link from his heart to yours. He'll take the initiative to show you how he feels because he'll know the experience with you will be one of a kind. And he won't even think about dating other people the second he lays eyes on you. He'll know right away that every relationship he had was just leading up to the one he's about to create with you. And in the special bonus section, How to Bring Out the Best in Him, you'll discover the real truth behind sexual attraction with him. And he'll be the guy that makes sex a special connection of intimacy, one that is so loving and exclusive with you that he will only feel he exists if he's with you. When you understand the 4 secret keys to his enchantment, you'll know how to cast a spell over his heart that leaves him eternally aching for you. Wherever he is without you, his thoughts will be constantly interrupted with daydreams of your time together and the times yet to come. To him, every day without you is its own infinity, every hour its own eternity, every minute its own forever, until he can hold you again. When you know the secrets in the added What Men Want section, you'll finally understand how easy it is to get men to drop their shields and love you, honestly and deeply. You'll get what you always wanted, him wanting you like no other, and much, much more. I'll also give you 10 Torrid texts, your romantic remote control, and the Zodiac test, the ancient secret of the stars. Once you download the Soulmate Signal program, you'll realize almost immediately that he'll be fascinated and enchanted with you. You'll know all his signals and behaviors so you can predict everything he'll do, and no more unwelcome surprises. He'll be watching his phone for texts and rereading all the old ones to feel that thrill of being connected to you. You won't ever have to worry or snoop to know if you can trust him anymore or if he's checking out the competition. No more freaking out or losing your cool and blowing it, because he'll be the guy that checks in with you and calls you to let you know what's going on. In fact, you'll turn the tables. He'll be the one worrying about losing you and working to make sure you know it. Right now, you can try the Soulmate Signal at a special introductory low price and with absolutely no risk. Just press the button below to claim your risk-free trial right now. You will get a set of fast and easy tutorial videos that walks you through every vital point in the program, from what men want to what he needs to hear from you to open up his heart. Make him realize that you're his dream girl, that he's meant to be with you forever. I'll be there to explain every point to you in detail so you know exactly what men want and how he's looking for it in you. You'll get a set of ebooks that you can review anywhere, anytime. You can even keep it on your smartphone so that you can sneak a peek at it during a date if you need to. You'll get the mind maps that cover everything you get in the program in a fast and easy to understand reference. All of this is available to you in a simple private membership page. If you can log into Facebook, you can use this. If you're still undecided and don't know whether this unique program is right for you, I'll make this an even easier choice. You don't have to decide today. Just try everything in the program yourself over the next few weeks. Consider it a test drive. I'm so sure you'll get amazing success from the Soulmate Signal that I'm going to take away all the risks for you. Sign up and get the program today, and you've got 90 days to decide if it's for you. You can download the entire program today and all the inside secrets I have to share right away. This is a limited time offer and the price may go up, or many of the bonuses could go away, or both, depending on how long it takes for our first run of the program to sell out. The Soulmate Signal, How to Find and Win the Man of Your Dreams, is waiting for you to access right now. Simply click the Add to Cart button you see below, and you can be listening and watching the program in just a few minutes. And as part of the early release promotion of the Soulmate Signal program, I wanted to give you a very special bonus just for trying out the program. Through the eyes of men, what men look for in women. When you know what a man really sees when he's looking at a woman, at you, you'll understand the most misunderstood part of men. You'll be able to get him to understand the blessing of loving you so much that he longs for you at the core of his being. And without you, he'll always feel as if a part of his soul is missing. As another bonus for fast action takers, I'm also going to throw in an optional free trial membership to my Inner Circle. You'll be able to get monthly updates from me with new answers to your questions and new secret tips that you can use to make your relationship perfect, passionate, and forever. And of course, you really can't put a price on finding the man of your dreams and living your romantic destiny. Having him love you with a passion you had no idea a man was capable, and having him love you and defend you against the world, you'll understand exactly how to get him to see you as the one with this program. The Soulmate Signal, How to Find and Win the Man of Your Dreams, is waiting for you to access right now. Simply click the Add to Cart button below right now to get the program and the bonus modules. There's no pressure. After all, the decision is all yours. Margie Graham asked me to share this with you. Before discovering the Soulmate Signal, I had problems keeping a relationship with a quality man. In the beginning stages of dating, I would be confused as to why a man ran hot and cold, why he pulled away, and why he lost interest in me. Being a single mom with a professional career, I didn't have time to play games or chase men. I would try harder on the next relationship only to have the same negative outcome. I would cry myself to sleep with the thought that my teenage daughter would beat me to the altar. Then I discovered Carlos's program. Because of Carlos's coaching, I have found a soulmate that far exceeds all my expectations. He tells me all his hopes and dreams, and he adores me. Thank you, Carlos. We only have two things that can happen from this moment forward. One, you can ignore this video and stay where you are right now. You'll always wonder if you missed your chance to be embraced and treasured by the man you love. And it's likely that if you do nothing, nothing will change for you. Or, number two, you could make this one simple decision and change your life into something truly magical. This is where you let me take all the risk for you, and you get to experience the Soulmate Signal. Discover what makes a man love and unite with you on a deep level. I want you to know that if you don't take this gift, it's unlikely things will change for the better. All you need to do is hit the order button below this video. Take my hand and I'll guide you to learning the Soulmate Signal, the key to making him see you as the one for him. I believe that you were brought here for a reason, that it's not just chance that you found this page. I can't express how important it is that you take action right now. Because you've watched this video up to this point, I know that you're not completely happy with your romantic situation right now. That's why I think the best step you can take is to click the Add to Cart button you see below right now. Just click the button and try out the Soulmate Signal while there's still time. You've got all 90 days to test it out and see for yourself with my no-risk, love-it guarantee. I'll even insist that you keep these 5 special free bonus programs as my gift for trying the Soulmate Signal out. In addition to the Soulmate Signal, you also get magic words that make him love you, avoid the traps, stop self-sabotaging your relationships, why men fall in love, what men really want in the bedroom, 10 Torrid texts, your romantic remote control, the Zodiac test, the ancient secret of the stars, included for free with your order today. These special bonus programs will give you even more love and adoration when you discover the secrets within. You're not risking anything because this is just like a test drive for you. You're backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You'll love it, or I'll insist you take your money back. And keep the program and bonuses as well, as my way of saying thanks for trying it. But I know you won't ever want to part with the material once you start to feel his love and devotion radiating on you like warm sunlight. And he will gladly join you in the crazy bliss of true love. The right to have a great love life or a soulmate is something that no power can take away from you unless you give up your right. It's always your choice. We all have the choice to make good decisions or bad ones, to go after the love you truly want or give up on him, to live happily ever after, or lonely and waiting. So let's get started right now with the Soulmate Signal. This is Carlos Cavallo, and now is the time, your time, to experience the love you deserve with a soulmate that makes your life resonate with beauty and passion. Click the Add to Cart button below now to change your life and make the dream real today.